I'm Steve Wiseman with NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network. President Harry Truman had a sign on his desk in the White House that said, "The buck stops here." Tuesday, it was plural, as the Bucks made a stop in D.C. to celebrate their Super Bowl win. As the oldest ever elected chief executive, President Biden said he'd make no wisecracks about Tom Brady being the oldest quarterback to hoist the Lombardi Trophy. But Brady had jokes for the president.
It didn't look great there. At one point, we were 7-5, struggling a little bit. Not a lot of people think that we could have won. In fact, I think about 40% of the people still don't think we won. You understand that, Mr. President?
I understand that. Elsewhere, news for the Rams is no laughing matter. Starting running back Cam Akers tore his Achilles while training and is now out for the season. A better injury update for Trevor Lawrence. The first overall pick was cleared to fully participate in Jags training camp after offseason shoulder surgery. This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
Sometimes watching a flawless serve can make you realize,
wait a minute, I think I might love tennis.
So you get 2% cash back on rackets, 2% cash back on shoes, 2% cash back on gear, tennis balls, lessons. And before you know it, you've got a decent backhand.
I do have a decent backhand.
Get unlimited 2% cash back on purchases and be ready for your next passion with the new Wells Fargo Active Cash Visa Card. Terms apply. Wells Fargo Bank, N.A., all rights reserved.
How can I make sure my office never stops working?
With Staples Connect, it's possible.
I need to keep my back office stocked without messing up my bottom line.
Also possible, because Staples Connect has your small business covered with big savings on everything you need to get work done. This week, earn 30% back in a Staples store bonus when you buy any 2 ink cartridges, including HP. Explore what's new at your local Staples or staplesconnect.com. Staples Connect, the working and learning store. Limit 4, in-store only. Visit staplesconnect.com/store bonus for details. And 724.
Well, good day, sunshine. It's a beautiful Wednesday morning, 21st day of July, 2021. And, Gene, in the newsroom, Gene, a little bit crowded in there. George is there. Cheryl, Viegas-Walker, Luke Hamby. It's getting crowded in there.
It's getting rather warm.
Okay.
Stuffy. Maybe a little stuffy.
We'll hear from all of you coming up. Do you remember on this date in 1969, Neil Armstrong stepped out onto the moon?
Yeah, I do remember. I remember where I was and what I was doing. I had just moved to El Centro.
Okay.
So that was, and I was sitting in a new friend's living room watching it.
I honestly couldn't tell you, I probably, and I think maybe I was in El Centro at the time, but at that particular point, my life was a little bit discombobulated because I was preparing to report for induction into the U.S. Army.
That'll do it.
Yeah.
That can bring that kind of activity, I guess.
Yes. Okay. Are you ready for birthdays?
We do have birthdays. These are the big shot boys.
Yes, our big shot birthdays. Actor Lee Lawson is 78. Singer Yusuf Islam. You may know him better as Cat Stevens, 73. Cartoonist Gary Trudeau, 73. Actor Jamie Sheridan, 70. Comedian John Lovitz is 64. Actor Lance Guest, 61. Actor Matt Mulhern is 61. Actor Alicia Reiner is 51. Fitz of Fitz and the Tantrums, 51. Actor Ali Landry, 48. Actor Justin Bartha, 43. Actor Sprague Graydon, 43. Actor Josh Hartnett, 43. Actor Vanessa Lengies is 36. Actor Betty Gilpin is 35. Local birthdays, got them coming up.
Kxo AM 1230 will update the action from the 2020 Summer Games in Tokyo. Listen throughout the day for the latest news, results, and updates. Summer Games updates brought to you by Stan's Auto Body in El Centro and Derma's Floor Covering. Summer Games updates on AM 1230 Kxo.
We are celebrating birthdays. Happy birthday, Bianca De Leon, Jesus Loera, Cole Edgman, Lupe Colunga, Danny Lineses, Carmen de la Rosa, Sarah Alvarez, Daniel Ramirez, Haley Ramos, Javier Martin Romo, Manuel Molina, Rebecca Heineke, Samuel Leon, Angelina Marcos, and Richard Bird. Happy birthday from KXO.
Well, that's a short list.
Oh, quality through and through.
Quality, but yeah, I was thinking, wow, that ended quickly there.
Yes. Yeah, but on an up note.
Okay, on an up note.
Yes. Okay, we're going to jump into news a little bit early today because, well, it's kind of crowded in the newsroom. We got to start clearing things out, right?
Absolutely. I second the motion.
Okay. We're going to start with a look at World and California news headlines right now, brought to you by your friends in the business. We're talking about Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal, your year-round comfort specialists.
CBS News Brief. COVID cut life expectancy by more than a year in the U.S. in 2020. The Delta variant is fueling a rapid rise in cases in states with low vaccination rates and threatening events like Jazz Fest in New Orleans this fall. City spokesman Bo Tidwell.
The statistics and the startling rise in case numbers that we're seeing are a tremendous cause for concern.
Republican Senator Marco Rubio's vaccinated, but he tells CBS he can't force other Floridians to follow suit.
At the end of the day, it's up to people to make that decision. In a free society such as ours, there's only so much we can do. We can provide information, we can debunk things that aren't true, and we can provide access. It is ultimately up to people individually to make that decision.
Women's soccer teams from around the world took a knee ahead of preliminary competitions at the Tokyo Olympics today. IOC Chair Thomas Bach.
It is allowed. It's no violation of the Rule 50. This is expressively what has been mentioned in these guidelines.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer and get special pricing on cooling and heating tune-ups all year long. Call today to become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock VIPs receive discounted service and maintenance, discounted repairs, and priority service with prompt service. Lock Air Conditioning is your local York dealer, but they repair it all. So when the need arises, don't hesitate to call Lock Air Conditioning at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock, the only name in air conditioning for over 40 years. York, install with confidence. Contractor's license number 696216.
California headline news. On Tuesday, the Oakland City Council voted on and approved a non-binding financial plan for a new ballpark for the A's at Howard Terminal. However, team president Dave Carroll says the city proposal does not work.
We were disappointed that the city did not actually vote on our proposal.
Despite his comments, Oakland Mayor Libby Schaaf says the city is very close to a full agreement with the A's about what should be happening. A few student athletes and a couple of staff members from Downey High School had to be rescued Tuesday morning after a hiking trip to Mount Baldy. The student says they spent a cold night on the mountain before help arrived.
And then in the morning, once it stopped getting so cold, we went around all the mountains to try to go for the helicopter.
Officials with Downey High School plan a thorough review of the situation. And finally, as COVID case numbers rise in California, officials say the current infection rate would place Los Angeles County in the purple tier if the state's color-coded reopening plan was still in use. Steve Clausen, California News.
World and California news headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning. If your AC can't keep up with the heat, give Lock Air Conditioning a call today.
Power your passions for less during Dell's exceptional Black Friday in July event. Enjoy up to $400 off high-performance Dell XPS laptops and desktops, along with next-level Alienware systems, all powered by Intel Core processors. Shop special prices on stunning Dell monitors, top-brand electronics and accessories, plus enjoy free shipping on everything. Don't forget to ask for Intel when you call 800-BY-DELL. That's 800-BY-DELL.
E-cigs don't burn tobacco leaves, and they come in lots of flavors. That's what tobacco companies tell you. Here are 3 things tobacco companies don't say. 1. Many teens don't know their flavored e-cigs have nicotine. 2. Nicotine is a poison that can rewire the teen brain. 3. 80% of kids who tried vaping did it because of the flavors. So even when it tastes like candy, nicotine is brain poison. Go to flavorshookkids.org for more.
It's page 1 of the local news. Page 1 is service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
Well, the Brawley City Council met in regular session last night. Here's a visit with Brawley Mayor Luke Hamby.
We received several public comments in opposition to a planned cell tower construction project near baseball fields, and a comment from the Cattle Call Queen Committee with hopes of being able to hold their events as usual this year after being displaced last year due to COVID. I read a proclamation congratulating local boxing champ Yaretsi Farhat for her recent gold medal win. After consent agenda approval, we conducted a public hearing to permanently terminate the levy of the facility's special tax for La Paloma subdivision. There were questions and a lot of discussion from community members and the developer and city attorney during the hearing, and ultimately council voted to terminate the tax. For regular business, we heard a COVID statistics update from Fire Chief York. We received a request for waiver of road closure fees for a soapbox derby event sponsored by the organization Best Step Forward. Then there were various budget adjustment items that were voted on, including a grant for heightened sanitation at the airport facilities due to COVID, renewal of janitorial services for city offices, over $80,000 in air conditioner replacements in various city offices, additional grant adjustments for the library to participate in Imperial County Children and Families First Commission, and a request for deferral of development impact fees from La Paloma Development LLC, among other items. Council members kept their reports brief or deferred them until next meeting, and the city attorney gave a brief report on new ordinances being crafted. We adjourned at 7:40 with no closed session items, and it was a good meeting. Thank you for listening, and have a great day.
In other local news, the El Centro City Council also met, and here is a visit with Mayor Cheryl Walker.
At the meeting last night, the El Centro City Council recognized and thanked our amazing lifeguards on International Lifeguard Day. All are welcome to enjoy our lazy river, kiddie pool, lap pool, and lessons at the Aquatic Center. In fact, on Friday, July 30th, from 4 to 8 p.m., it's free admission for anyone under the age of 17. And in a truly bittersweet moment, we wish Fire Chief Ken Herbert all the best in his retirement. Chief Herbert has served the city with distinction for 31 years. And Chief Herbert was thanked for his service, and in particular this past year during the pandemic. I'm not sure how he would have gotten through this past year without him. He really stepped up and provided extraordinary leadership, accurate information, workplace education, and modifications to allow the City of El Centro employees to safely work to the greatest extent possible. Job well done, Chief Herbert. Council then recognized and congratulated the Imperial Irrigation District on their 110th anniversary. IID Director Alex Cardenas was present on behalf of the IID Board, and this was followed by a presentation on the undergrounding of the North Date Canal Pipeline, which is a joint project between IID and the City of El Centro. That North Date Canal will be undergrounded between Imperial Avenue and 8th Street. The undergrounding will occur in 2 phases with completion targeted by December of 2021. The council then, on a 3-2 vote, denied a request to construct a 75-foot telecommunications tower near 15th and Ocotillo. This was followed by the denial of a conditional use permit, which was requested by California Cremation and Burial for a crematorium. We had several residents present at the meeting last night who spoke in opposition to locating a crematorium at Ross and South 2nd Street, and the council unanimously agreed. Council then approved a $500 donation to the Imperial Valley 9/11 Memorial Event and stair climb, which will take place on Saturday, September 11th at the Imperial Valley Fairgrounds, which will be the 20th anniversary. We remember well the attacks at the World Trade Center in New York, the Pentagon in Arlington, Virginia, and then a 4th plane that crashed into a field in western Pennsylvania. All told, we lost almost 3,000 people that one day. Council also approved $100,000 in park improvements for Phase 3 at Carlos Aguilar Park. Improvements to date include lighting, new soccer fields, irrigation system, new restroom and snack bar, playground equipment, park benches. We have some new picnic tables, landscaping. We relocated the existing basketball court, as well as other improvements. Very proud of the work done by our Parks and Rec staff with these park improvements at Carlos Aguilar. El Centro residents are requested, please, and encouraged to complete our strategic planning survey. This will help the city council and city staff guide our future priorities. The survey is available through this Friday, July 23rd. Council will not be meeting in August, and we will be back at it stronger than ever in September. Everyone be safe, take care. Hope to see you soon.
KXO News Time, 7:43.
El Centro Motors is looking for motivated service writers and technicians. Join a team that appreciates you. El Centro Motors, locally owned. They offer top pay and great working conditions. You may even qualify for a signing bonus. Apply online at elcentromotors.net. Grow with a team that values your skills. Join the El Centro Motors team. Visit elcentromotors.net.
In other local news, there is an increase in active cases of COVID-19. George Gale explains.
An update was released yesterday morning. Numbers are provided by the County Public Health Department. According to the new numbers, active cases of COVID-19 have increased to 138. Of those, 8 are hospitalized, 1 in intensive care. According to the state metrics for Imperial County, 7-day average positivity rate is at 4.4%. Deaths attributed to COVID-19 in Imperial County are now at 742. Total number of vaccine doses administered in the county are now at 212,234. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
That concludes this edition of Local News. Stay with us for Page 2.
Page 1 of the local news, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers in Brawley and El Centro. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
KXO AM 1230 can help you publicize your nonprofit group's upcoming events, and we're happy to do it at no charge. To take advantage of our offer, we ask that you let us know about the event at least 2 weeks ahead of time. Write down the important information. You know, who, what, where, when, and so on. Include a name and phone number of a contact person and mail or deliver the information to KXO, 420 Main Street, El Centro, California, 92243. Our email address is kxoamfm@kxoradio.com. The information you supply may be used as community news, public service announcements on the KXO info line, or on our website. If you're paying for promotion with another advertising medium, we do offer special nonprofit group rates to promote your event. KXO AM 1230 wants to work with you and your community group to make our Imperial Valley a better place. Tell us what's going on and we'll tell everyone else. KXO AM 1230, here to make a difference in the Valley.
Page 2 of the local news and in-depth weather brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for information on life insurance, health insurance, auto, and home insurance needs as well.
Continuing with more local news, election workers are needed for the California gubernatorial recall election. Here's more on that story.
It will be held September 14th. Imperial County Registrar of Voters is seeking election workers, poll workers, and inspectors for that Tuesday. The compensation for poll workers is $100 per day, $110 per day for inspectors. To qualify as an election worker, you must be one of the following: a registered voter, a legal permanent resident of the United States, a high school student age 16 or older with a 2.5 GPA, and you must obtain teacher and parental permission. So elected poll workers must attend a 2 to 3 hour scheduled training class. A stipend will be paid for those that attend the mandatory training class. Applications can be downloaded at elections.imperialcounty.org. Call the Elections Department for more information. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
A 44-year-old woman was arrested and charged with driving under the influence and several other violations, and in the process, a 2-year-old child was turned over to Child Protective Services. At about 12:30 Monday, El Centro police were notified of a woman standing in front of an SUV in the area of 4th Street and Interstate 8. The person calling police said that the woman had been out of the vehicle for hours and was either talking on the phone or arguing with herself, and that there was a very young child in the vehicle. El Centro police responded and stopped the woman on 4th Street, the on-ramp to Interstate 8. It was determined that the woman was intoxicated, and she was arrested and charged with driving under the influence and child endangerment. The 2-year-old child was taken into protective custody of Child Protection Services. Vaccinations for COVID-19 are strongly recommended. Here's more on that story.
There is only one way to combat COVID-19 and its variants. That is vaccinations. Health officials say it is imperative that residents get vaccinated. Public Health Department has scheduled vaccine clinics for this week. A Pfizer COVID-19 vaccine clinic will be held Thursday at the Department of Social Services on South 4th Street in El Centro. Hours are from 8 a.m. to 12 noon and from 1 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. Another clinic will be held Saturday at the Veterans Memorial Hall in Imperial from 8 a.m. until 12 noon and from 1 p.m. to 5 p.m. No appointment is needed at either of the vaccination clinics. Health Department encourages the public to get vaccinated for themselves, everyone around them, and family members. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
A special event is scheduled for the El Centro Aquatic Center. It is Friday, July the 30th. The Aquatic Center will be offering free admission on that day for all young people, 17 and under. For those 18 and older, admission will only be $5. The offer is good between 4 and 8 p.m. on July 30th. It is being sponsored by the Aquatic Center, the City of El Centro, and Dippy Duck, who reminds everyone to stay active, play safe, and be cool. We'll be back with a look at the weather.
It's nice to explore your options when it comes to buying insurance, no matter what you're looking for. David H. West Insurance Services offers it all. And being an independent broker, we have many companies to choose from. We continue providing Medicare, life, and health plans, and now offer auto, home, and commercial insurance. David H. West Insurance Services can find the right insurance to fit your needs and budget. And best of all, a staff who cares about you. So don't hesitate to pick up the phone and call David H. West Insurance Services at 760-352-3411. That's 352-3411 for a free insurance review. That's 352-3411.
Here's Carol Buckley with the weather update.
The National Weather Service says near normal temperatures expected today, but will be followed by below normal temperatures late this week through the weekend. Widespread showers and storms are expected late this week and into the weekend as a more organized weather system is expected to affect the region. Storms will be capable of producing both locally heavy rain, strong winds, and blowing dust. 108 the high yesterday, 84 our low. Sunny and hot today with a high near 110 with heat index values as high as 115. Light and variable wind becoming south-southeast 5 to 10 miles an hour this afternoon. Mostly cloudy tonight with a low around 88. East-southeast wind 5 to 15 miles an hour with gusts as high as 35 miles an hour. Tomorrow, mostly sunny with a high near 109. Heat index values as high as 114. Southeast wind 5 to 10 miles an hour becoming west. Winds could gust as high as 20 miles an hour. There is a 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms after 11 a.m. tomorrow. 91 degrees downtown, 32% relative humidity. Wind out of the south-southwest at about 5 miles an hour. Page 2 of the news brought to you by David H. West Insurance Services. See David or Jose for health insurance plans and Medicare supplemental coverage.
1 to get ready.
We're ready.
2 to get set.
Tables are set.
And 3 to go.
Let's go.
Burgers and Beer is ready for you. We are open and our meals are fresh and made to your order. We are set. Our tables are set. Our condiment trays are fresh, stocked, and chilled. Our doors are open and it's go time. Come in and enjoy all your favorites at Burgers and Beer. The bacon is sizzling, the fries are frying, the burgers are cooking, and all of the beverages are ice cold. It's a good day at Burgers and Beer.
It's Sports Time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best care. Well, Milwaukee, the NBA champions. Milwaukee, they beat Phoenix in Game 6. NBA champs, Milwaukee Bucks. So how do you celebrate an NBA championship? You shoot people. 2 shootings in downtown Milwaukee early this morning as crowds celebrated the Bucks' first NBA championship in 50 years. 3 people were wounded. So what's going on at the games? Well, the U.S. Olympic women's soccer team, once again, Sweden came up and bit them. Sweden with a 3-0 win over the U.S. ladies. And the U.S. softball team did a little bit better. The softball team in pursuit of gold with a win over Italy yesterday.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Kxo and Brawley, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all of Pioneer's services, visit pmhd.org today.
Well, let's take a quick trip around Major League Baseball. The Braves slipped by the Padres 2-1. Freddie Freeman did it. It was the Athletics shutting out the Angels 6-0. Royals beat the Brewers 5-2. Nationals over the Marlins 6-3. Yankees pounded the Phillies 6-4. Rays ripped the Orioles 9-3. Reds edged the Mets 4-3. Tigers topped the Rangers 4-1. Astros, they clobbered Cleveland 9-3. The White Sox topped the Twins 9-5. Cubs nipped the Cardinals 7-6. Mariners over the Rockies 6-4. Diamondbacks beat up on the Pirates 11-6. And it was the Dodgers. They came from behind, and the Dodgers beat the Giants 8-6. Red Sox and the Blue Jays postponed. That's it for Sports Time, brought to you this morning by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers.
Since 1901, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy has provided the finest printing and copying services from start to finish. When you choose Imperial Printers Rocket Copy, you can feel confident in our expertise and personal attention to your project. We have a team of professional graphic designers ready to take your ideas and make them a reality. From promotional merchandise, full-color brochures, blueprints, and high-speed copies to business forms and everything else in between, Imperial Printers Rocket Copy offers dependable and affordable quality printing. Thank you for choosing locally owned and operated Imperial Printers Rocket Copy. We have convenient locations near you at 430 West Main Street and 100 South 11th Street in El Centro and 184 South Plaza in Brawley.
And we've got a look at financial news and a brief look at the weather, brought to you by Southwest Security, a locally owned company protecting you and your property. Southwest Security offering live scan fingerprinting to the public. Well, the Dow opened higher as the U.S. stock market continues a rebound rally. The Dow right now up 250 points at 34,760. The S&P 500 up 25 at 4,348. The NASDAQ at 14,558. That's up 60 points. Meanwhile, gold off $8.30 an ounce. Oil up $2.68 a barrel. Meanwhile, J.P. Morgan Chase, well, they really want CEO Jamie Dimon to stick around. The investment bank awarded Dimon $1.5 million stock options, priced at the average price of J.P. Morgan stock yesterday. Yeah, that's an award worth more than $220 million. Yeah, but here's the catch. Dimon won't be able to exercise the options. they'll start to vest in 2026, and he must hold the shares until 2031. Hey, by then, the shares could be worth much more.
Southwest Security Company is a locally owned security company protecting your property or your business, and now offering live scan fingerprinting to the public. Plus, they added Southwest Postal with post office boxes you can access 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, with shipping services too, using DHL, UPS, and FedEx. They're conveniently located at the corner of Heil and 4th Street in El Centro, and if you need something notarized, they can do that too. You can count on Southwest Security and Southwest Postal for 24 hours a day, 365 days a year.
It will be sunny and hot today with a high near 110. Heat index values as high as 115. Light and variable wind becoming south-southeast 5 to 10 miles an hour this afternoon. Mostly cloudy tonight with a low around 88. East-southeast wind 5 to 15 miles an hour with gusts as high as 35 miles an hour. Tomorrow, mostly sunny with a high near 109. Heat index values as high as 114. Southeast wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, then becoming west. Winds could gust as high as 20 miles an hour. There is a 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms after 11 a.m. tomorrow. 93 degrees downtown, 28% relative humidity. Financial news brought to you by Southwest Security, offering 24-hour-a-day post office boxes at Southwest Postal, 4th and Heil, El Centro.
Roto-Rooter, your plumbing and drain cleaning specialist. Roto-Rooter offers full services, from hydrojetting to camera inspection, water heaters, faucets, garbage disposals, anything that's clogged up. They'll take care of the problem right. Roto-Rooter is a locally owned family business with 56 years in the Imperial Valley. Call the experts at 760-352-6789 or 344-2533 on the north end. Roto-Rooter, when drains don't work, we do.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO El Centro on AM 1230. KXO.
CBS News brought to you by Julie Oliver with Dickey Insurance Services, your Imperial Valley All-State agent.
CBS News on the Hour, your home for original reporting.
I'm Steve Kathan. With COVID cases and deaths being pushed higher by the Delta variant, the push is on to step up vaccinations in places where people have been reluctant or defiant. CBS's David Begnaud is in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, where hospitalizations are rising.
I honest to God thought I walked my last day on this earth.
Paula Johnson was rushed here by ambulance.
It took my lungs and just... whew.
Johnson is a pharmaceutical researcher who put off getting the COVID vaccine, but now she wants it.
It can't hurt. All it can do is alleviate some of the symptoms, even if it doesn't keep you from getting it.
Roughly 1 in 3 Louisianians are fully vaccinated. This week, the state's health department reported the highest number of COVID-19 hospitalizations since late February.
A study suggests the Johnson & Johnson one-shot vaccine may not be as effective as the others in fighting the Delta variant. CBS's Dr. David Agus says that report still needs peer review and real-world confirmation.
It's frustrating and it's inappropriate. I talked to the head of R&D for J&J early this morning, and he was so frustrated. Doctors are putting this out in a non-peer-reviewed fashion.
And CBS's Vicki Barker tells us
life expectancy in the U.S. dropped dramatically last year by 1.5 years, the sharpest drop since World War II. For Hispanic and Black Americans, it was even worse, 3 years. The pandemic accounted for 3/4 of the decline.
An infrastructure package faces a test vote in the Senate today. Florida Republican Marco Rubio on CBS This Morning.
It's literally a shell bill. It's called infrastructure, but it has no details tied to it. So I don't know how anybody can be asked to vote to proceed on a debate on a bill that doesn't exist yet.
Well, the head of the company that now controls Chrysler says the global computer chip shortage that has cut vehicle production will likely last into next year. Auto analyst Michelle Krebs says it's made new vehicles hard to get and has sent prices soaring for used ones.
The average listing price of a used vehicle is almost at $25,000 right now.
The road to a possible gold medal for the U.S. women's soccer team at the Olympics just got tougher after a stunning loss to Sweden. CBS's Steve Futterman in Tokyo.
This was more than a loss. It was really a dominating performance by Sweden as the Swedes beat the U.S. 3-0. This ends the American women's 44-match unbeaten streak. The last time the U.S. women lost a match was in January 2019.
The Milwaukee Bucks claimed the NBA title with a Game 6 win over Phoenix. 3 players in the finals now head to Tokyo to play for Team USA: Chris Middleton, Drew Holiday, and Devin Booker. Wall Street, the Dow is up 235. This is CBS News.
Daily reports and analysis from the world's most respected journalists on CBS Eye on the World with John Batchelor. Weeknights on the CBS Radio Network.
Attorney Joe Cordell.
For many men, divorce brings a bewildering sense of loss. You feel adrift, isolated, like you're the only person in the world. But the good news is you're not alone. Cordell & Cordell can help guide you through all aspects of divorce. Let us be there for you.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Phoenix area attorneys. 6730 North Scottsdale Road, Suite 230, Scottsdale, Arizona, 85253. CordellCordell.com. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only.
I absolutely love my dog, but the constant shedding, not so much. But then I got a Swiffer Sweeper pet kit, and it is amazing. These super thick cloths pick up a crazy amount of hair. Just look at all that. And that was from just one swipe. And the best part? Sweeper's so much easier to maneuver than a broom or a vacuum, easily getting around chairs and under the couch. You're right. Now I can focus on you, not your shedding. Swiffer Sweeper Pet Kit, because shed happens.
Dolly Parton wished her husband happy birthday in a throwback Playboy outfit.
Dolly Parton's back in a black bustier and bunny ears.
You're probably wondering why I'm dressed like this. Well, it's for my husband's birthday.
She's recreated a 1978 magazine shoot.
My husband always loved the original cover of Playboy, so I was trying to think of something to do to make him happy.
75-year-old singing sensation framed the then and now shots for Carl Dean.
In the first one, I was kind of a little butterball. Well, I'm string cheese now, but he'll probably think I'm cream cheese. I hope.
Couple's been married for 57 years.
He still thinks I'm a hot chick, and I'm not going to try to talk him out of that.
Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
The International Olympic Committee says it's okay for athletes to take a knee at the Tokyo Games. Some of them did prior to soccer matches today. I'm Steve Kathan, CBS News.
We all love an expert. We've got a roof expert, a plumber, a great mechanic. The list goes on. Imperial Valley Allstate agent Julie Oliver is your local insurance expert that knows the community. You'll get advice that you can trust to help you select coverage that's best for you. So whether it's protection for your car, home, boat, motorcycle, or more, Julie is here to help. Call your local Allstate agent Julie Oliver today at 760-353-5800. That's 353-5800. Julie says, please stay safe and healthy. You are in good hands. Subject to terms, conditions, and availability.
CBS News brought to you by Julie Oliver with Tiki Insurance Services, your Imperial Valley Allstate agent. For home, life, or auto insurance, give Julie a call.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio with Carroll Buckley.
I turn it on in the morning and I leave it on all day.
AM 1230.
My music station.
KXO.
1230.